As Uganda celebrates her 58 years of independence, and most of us are excited about this, we decided to make sure that we engage a couple of people. And here we are at KCCA, where we are going to engage a number of directors at KCCA with the different directorates here to talk about how much KCCA has contributed in terms of the social-economic development here. And of course, it's going to be some interesting discussions there to see how much we have achieved. My name is Rowena Kajumba. Don't go away.
My name is Juliet, Nambi Namuddu, and I'm the Director of Education and Social Services. I kindly request that I'm allowed to remove my mask so that I can communicate well. Thank you. As Uganda celebrates her 50th independence anniversary, we at KCCA in the Directorate of Education and Social Services are very proud of being a part of the journey that Uganda has taken, and in the areas of education, in the areas of social services, which comprise tourism, libraries and sports. Our role as the Directorate of Education and Social Services is to provide guidance and monitor and supervise the quality of learning in this city, the quality of tourism aspects that we have, the sports facilities that we have, and the libraries as well. So we provide guidance, we work with the schools, and we work with all the different partners who manage the other social services. We have achieved quite a lot since the inception of KCCA, which is about 10 years ago. And I would like to talk about these achievements in different pockets, if I may. One of the achievements that we are very, very proud of is in the area of infrastructure. When KCCA came on board, many of the schools were really struggling with very, very bad infrastructure, because the buildings that our children go to, and these are 79 primary schools, are really old. They've been there for a very long time. So we are very proud to say that we have started renovating many of our schools in the city, and we are coming up with model schools. Each division is finally going to have a model school that speaks to the rest of the schools in that division, and that we want to relate to all the other schools that haven't yet achieved that. We have removed a lot of asbestos sheets from our schools' roofs. We still have a way to go, but we're proud of what we have achieved so far. We have, in sanitation, moved from having 111 children using one toilet stance. Can you imagine one toilet stance, 111 children, to 50, 52, 58 children to a toilet stance. We want to get to a point where we have less than 40 children moving into a toilet stance and being able to ease themselves. Because when children come to school, or when learners go to school, they must be comfortable enough to stay in school. We are also very proud of the fact that since we came in, UPE and USE programs of the government have blossomed. We have more learners coming to school in our UPE programs, and most of all, we have improved the performance of our learners. Last year, for example, we were the best Kampala was the best district in the entire country in the performance in UPE. And if COVID hadn't come this time round, I think we would have shot ourselves to another level. So we're very proud of the UPE. More children are coming to school, more girls are attending school, and we want to retain our learners in school, and we're very proud of that. We would like at some point to have no child being graded as ungraded, having not attended and completed the cycle at any point in time. But we have moved a very long journey, and we're very proud of that. I'm also very proud of the fact that our directorate has enabled the children to excel in their talents. In music, dance and drama and poetry, Kampala has won twice in the music, dance and drama in the entire country, with schools as Buganda Road being the best, Nachivo Blue, Clever's Origin, which is a private school. So we're very proud that talent is being enriched. The children are being given an opportunity to excel in their different talents. We also have worked a lot on IT. Quite a number of our schools now have computer labs where the learners can go and acquire skills in IT. The teachers can do their homework from there. They can write their schemes of work and lesson plans. And our goal in the future, in the near future, is to enable all the schools have IT labs in place, and all the teachers and learners being very conversant with that area. I also want to talk about the human resource. The teachers who work in our schools, we've enabled them to acquire a lot of training, professional development training. We want to do a lot more, but at least we have trained them, especially through our partners, and we're very proud of the skills that they've acquired, most especially in the areas of special needs education. And as I speak, we have brought back on board an assessment center for all the special needs children in this city, where they can go and they are assessed, and we determine what challenges they have, and that schools are able to work with them and support them to grow. And that is an achievement in its own right that we're very proud of. I'm proud of the fact that we have brought on board very many partners in the education system, in the private system, because government is stretched. It has to do a lot of work. But if we have partners who come in and support us, partners like MTN, partners like NSSF, partners like the Indian Women's Association, and Crane, Cheshire Services, and so many others have enabled us to bring learning and improvements in the schools to a very, very great magnitude. When I move to the arm of social services, I'm very proud to say that we have introduced what we call para-sports galas. These are games for the people with special needs. It's something that wasn't there, but in sport it's now there. We have 6 clubs in KCCA that are making us very proud. One of the clubs is the KCCA FC. It's doing a very great job. We have basketball, they're doing very well. Boxing, the boxers who represent Uganda come from Kampala. And that is a pride that we nurture and take very wholeheartedly. Netball as well. Athletics, some of our athletes perform very well across the country and across the world, and we're very proud of that. In tourism, 2 days ago, we unveiled 2 monuments, the Impala and the Gorilla. And what message are we giving to the community? Kampala is beautiful, and there is a lot for you to see, and the monuments are adding value. This morning, together with our partners, UWA, who gave us the money and supported us greatly, again, we're unveiling a whole street with wildlife animals there that represent the 10 national parks and reserves in the country. And the animal that is most found in each of these parks is being represented on that Kira Road Wildlife Street. Again, why? For beauty, for promotion of tourism, for education. I urge the schools as we move forward to use these spaces as learning spaces for the learners. In the library section in our government-aided schools, much as they're UPE schools, we've introduced libraries in all these schools. And they may not have all the books that they require, but at least they have the spaces. And we're going to grow these libraries to another level. We have libraries, 1 huge library at the City Hall here, and 2 libraries at the Rubaga Division. And the learners from all schools in the city are encouraged, and they do visit this library and use it, plus the patrons who are in the city. So a lot has happened. I may not be able to say everything, but we are very proud. We have built the only 1 seed school in Kampala to a point where it now has 1,600 learners going to that school. And we believe that very soon His Excellency the President will be commissioning it with the Minister of Kampala, with the Executive Director. But what does that say to us? That we are enabling many young people to continue with school as after their primary school cycle. And those are all achievements that we're very proud of. The high schools are doing very well. We have a good partnership with the private schools. We work very closely together with them and the government-aided schools, and we do quite a lot of things together. And all the schools have been so well motivated to have very good spaces, learning spaces that are green, that are talking to the community, and that are conducive for learning. And all those are achievements that we believe will bring education to another level. Learners will enjoy school, they'll stay in school, and they will acquire a lot of skills in the process. Public should expect from us to follow the SOPs as we reopen the schools on the 15th of October. We are visiting and inspecting the schools, and we're actually grading the schools to determine whether they're good enough to open. 60% and above means you can reopen your school on the 15th. 50 to 59, you need improvement. Can you do work on the SOPs? The schools that fall below are going to have to be requested to remain closed. But if they can up their game and improve themselves before the opening of schools, we will then allow them to reopen. Why are we doing that? We have to keep the learners and the teachers safe. So even as they come to school, I urge the parents to make sure that they have their masks. We have been promised masks, but these masks are going to go to specific districts, not necessarily to everyone. So I would urge the parents and the community to be very well prepared. The schools are preparing well. They're going to make sure that the SOPs are all in place, but the parents should also prepare very well to talk to the children, to talk to the learners, to encourage them, to remind them to keep social distancing and to wash their hands on a regular. In all the 79 government-aided schools, we have availed water sources, from water tanks to washer-loads to they are going to make sure they have sanitizers, and all the other due diligence is being done. So as we move forward with COVID-19, we're going to respect the SOPs, and I'm urging the learners and the parents to do the same as well, and the schools. The way we start is how we should continue. If we relax, we have a responsibility towards the learners that are coming back into our schools, and we must keep them safe, because no child as of today has fallen sick. No child, no student, no university student should fall sick in our hands. It's our responsibility as teachers and as the management of education in KCCA to protect the learners as best as we can. So going forward, that is going to happen, but on top of that, we are going to grow the schools, improve them, make them the best learning spaces that we can have, and also at the same time monitor and supervise the government, the private schools as well, to do a good job. Going forward, we are going to promote talent. Going forward, we are going to promote sports in our city. We are going to have libraries and make sure that we have a lot to read for our learners. And tourism is speaking for itself. We are going to have more tourists in our city, and we are going to also encourage domestic tourism. We also want our people to explore their country and explore the city. So we have big things coming, and we're very proud to be a part of it. And really, as I end, I want to congratulate His Excellency the President of Uganda and all the people of Uganda and the people of Kampala for achieving this milestone of coming to the 58th independence anniversary of our country. Please stay safe. COVID is real. Wear your masks and social distance, and protect our learners as they come back to the schools. Thank you very much.
Well, there you have it. You've heard from education. These are very key issues to look into. And of course, I'm pretty sure most of you are excited about the plans there as well. Well, I do appreciate you for making time with us. It's good to know what we've achieved, accountability. Where have we come from and where are we going? I do take this opportunity to wish you all a lovely, lovely Independence Day.